Hello everyone, welcome to UN College Digital Classes. I am Amita Balapatra, Head of the Department, Master of Commerce, Finance and Control, and we were discussing the paper Financial Market and Instrument. So, we have discussed many things. We know that what financial market, what financial system is, what is the role of the financial system and what is the nature of the financial system. Today, we are going to discuss the structure of the financial system in detail. So, these are our learning objectives. Today, we will have an overview of the financial system, and in detail we are going to see the structure of the financial system, and in that we include financial institutions, financial market, financial instrument and financial services. So, financial system, as we already have discussed, that it is a very vital and it is a very important structure in the economy, and it helps in the development of any economy of the country. So, it encourages both the savings and also the investments. So, it is the linkage between the savers and investors, as we have discussed. It also promotes the funds, creation of the funds, and also for the formation of capital. It is a very important and significant structure in the economy of any country. So, we will see that what these financial systems are, as it is there, that it is an intermediary between savers and investors. It facilitates flow of funds, it allocates funds efficiently, it contributes to economic growth and stability, and it is a set of institutions, instruments, markets and services. We say that it is a mechanism of production, distribution and exchange, or we can say holding of financial assets or instruments of all kinds. So, now financial system deals with all the mechanisms which helps in the productions and also in the allocations, also in the distribution, we can say, of the financial assets. So, this is what a financial system overall is. Now, we will go in detail that what it is constituents of. So, this is the structure of the financial system. So, basically, as we know that financial system is composed of these four fundamental components, that are the financial institutions, financial markets, financial instruments and financial services, and we include many activities and many instruments, or we include many other institutions and intermediaries in these components of the financial system. We will discuss one by one. So, first we will start with financial institutions. Before going to financial institution, what an institution is? An institution is an established official organization which is having an important role in a society. So, we can say that what an institution is, it is an organization or it is a setup in which we are imparting some service to the society, or we can say that it is an important and significant official setup in a society. So, we can take various examples, like for say we will take the example of our college, UN Autonomous College of Science and Technology. So, what is this? This is an educational institution, what we are saying. So, what this institution is doing? This institution is imparting knowledge. This institution is imparting education. So, that is what an educational institution, what we are saying. So, this include what? This includes various courses. We impart courses in various streams, like in science, commerce, humanities. Then we are imparting courses to undergraduate students, intermediate students, then we are imparting various courses in postgraduate disciplines also. So, it all include the institution, and that what institution is formed, that is the educational institution. So, like that, when we talk of a financial institution, what it is dealing with? It is dealing with various financial activities and various financial assets. Okay. So, that is what a financial institution is. So, what it is saying, that financial institutions act as a intermediary between the investor and the borrower. So, what a financial institution is? So, a financial institution is a intermediate, what it is saying, it is a financial institution is provide services to individuals or to corporates to help to cater their that monetary needs, what it is saying. The financial institutions are the setups or the organizations, those who are catering the monetary needs of both individuals, also to the corporates, or we can say all the consumers, those who need the help of the institutions. So, what these institutions are made up of, and here we have an example of bank. So, bank is a very well known, or we all are aware of this institution, and this bank is actually a financial institution. Why it is a financial institutions? That we do all the financial or monetary transactions in bank. That is why we call that bank is a financial institutions. So, but in financial institutions, basically we categorize them into three different categories, that are intermediates, non-intermediates and regulatory. So, what is this intermediates, non-intermediates and regulatories are? Intermediates means those who are intermediating or doing or working as a mediator between whom? Between the savers and the investors. So, these intermediates, they are taking or they are accepting the deposits of the savers, and they are investing them or they make it available to the investors. They are the intermediates. So, in these intermediates we have again two broad categories, those are banking and non-banking institutions. So, banking institutions are those who are taking the banking, or we can say that them as banking depositories and non-banking depositories. So, what they are doing, the banking institutes are we know well known about the commercial banks like State Bank of India, Punjab National Bank, Canara Bank and United Bank of India, like that various banks are there, they are the part of this financial institutions. In non-banking financial institutions, what we are having, so they are not banks actually, but they are dealing with financial activities, and in that we might include the insurance sectors, the mutual fund, then the brokerage companies. All these types of financial institutions will come under non-banking financial institutions. So, next we have non-intermediaries. So, what are these non-intermediaries are? They are basically those institutes, or they are those financial institutions, those who are not intermediate between the savers and the investors. So, what they are doing, they are not taking the savings from the savers, okay, but what they are involving in making available the funds to the corporate customers or the big corporate houses. They are not involved in taking money or accepting deposits, but they are making the funds available for bigger revenues or for some big projects or for some financial activities. They are non-intermediaries. In that we might include a very good example is NABARD, that is a non-intermediary financial institution which is working for the development of agricultural sector. So, like that also we have SIDBI and other institutions, those who will come under non-intermediaries. So, next we have the regulatories. So, in regulatories what we have, regulatories are those financial institutions which are involved in the regulation of financial system, or we are saying that regulatory are the one which are taking care of regulation of the financial system, and in regulatory bodies or regulatory institutions we include the Central Bank of India like RBI, IRDA, then SEBI and so on. Many regulatory institutions are there, those are included in the regulatory category of the financial institutions. So, this is what the financial institution is. So, next we will come to the financial markets. So, what a financial market is? The financial market is the marketplace where buyers and sellers interact with each other and participate in trading of financial assets. So, what it is saying? So, what, as we all know, we all are very aware of what a market is. So, market is what we know, that market is a place where buyers and sellers come in contact with each other for exchange of goods and services, that we know that a market is. So, when we are talking of financial market, what it is there? that financial market is a place, or it is a marketplace where transaction of financial assets takes place, as simple as that. So, that is what a financial market is. So, again that financial market is been categorized into two broad categories, that is organized market and unorganized market. So, organized market, as the name suggest, that the organized market are what? The market, those who are organized, that means what? They are standardized, they are under certain rules and regulations, they are being controlled by various regulatory institutions that we have already discussed. So, they are under that, under the provision and under the guidance of various financial regulatory bodies, we are conducting all the activities. So, these are organized sector or organized financial market, what we are saying. So, unorganized market is what? In unorganized market also we are dealing with financial assets, or there also the buyers and sellers come in contact for the exchange of financial assets or activities, but that is not organized, or that is not been regulated by any regulatory authority. So, that is what unorganized market is. So, in organized market also we are again dividing that organized market into various different types of markets. One is capital market, one is money market, and other is derivative market. And in unorganized market we have various, like we have village landlords, or we have indigenous banks, we have unauthorized lenders of money, or like that, all this what? Unauthorized or unregulated, or we are saying that non-standardized forms of financial transactions or activities are done under unorganized, and these are the examples of that unorganized markets. In organized, as we have said, that we have capital market, money market, and derivative markets. Now, what these markets are doing, that in capital market we are dealing with the transaction or dealing with the financial assets that are of long term or long time period executions, or long term assets are being traded in the capital market. And in money market, what we have, the assets we trade in a very short period of time, that we say within a year period of time. Within the assets, those who have a time period of within 1 month, 1 year, that are traded in money market. And what is that derivative market? Derivative market is the market in which we are taking either a commodity or a financial asset as the underlying asset, and we are taking a contract on that are derivative market. So, in the capital market also we again have government securities market, long term money market, and securities market. And in that we have also again we have primary market and secondary market. Many things are there in capital market, and in money market also we have call money market, treasury bills, and others. And in derivative market also we have future market, forward market, option market, swaps, and many other things that we will discuss in our further lecture classes. So, this is what the financial market is. Next component of financial system is financial instrument. So, what actually an instrument is? An instrument is a particular tool, we can say, to do a particular task. That is what a instrument is, what we know. Suppose for say we all have known about the musical instrument, you must have heard. We have guitar, tabla, like that. We have musical instruments. So, they give a particular rhythm, isn't it? So, like that we might have surgical instruments, those which are used for surgery of patients, isn't it? So, like that we have financial instruments also. So, these are the tools that are particularly designed for the financial transactions, or we can say the financial assets. So, that is what a financial instrument is. So, what a financial instrument, it is saying that it is a document that has a monetary value or represents a legally enforceable agreement between two or more parties regarding a right to payment of money. So what a financial instrument? It is a document. It is a financial document which is having a monetary value. So this financial instrument, again we are dividing into two broad categories, that are according to the term for which we are taking the financial instrument and the type on which we are taking the financial instruments. So according to the term, there are short term financial instruments, medium term financial instrument and the long term financial instruments. And according to the type, we have primary securities, secondary securities and some innovative securities. So these are the financial instruments. So next we will go to financial services. So what do we mean by service? Service means a action of helping or doing work for someone. That is what a service is. So suppose we say social service. You must all have heard about social service. So in that what we are doing? We are serving the society, or we are doing some what we say, we are doing some action that is going to help the society, or we are trying to upgrade the society. That is what a social service is, isn't it? So when we are talking in terms of economics also, we have goods and services, you must have heard. So in that service we are dealing with, we are charging some money for a particular activity that we do for our customer, or we render some service to that customer. So for example, we can say transportation services or healthcare service. So these all are the examples of services that in terms of economy we are talking of. So in financial services also we are doing the same thing. We are rendering service, and what we are doing, we are services are offered by financial institutions, and it concerned with the design and delivery of financial instrument and advisory services to individuals and businesses. So what it is saying, that in financial services also we are offering the services, and what type of service we are providing, that is financial service, and we are offering that through the financial institutions. And in financial services we again have two categories, and that is, one is asset based and other is fee based. So what is that asset based financial service? Asset based financial service is also called as fund based financial service, and what it refers to? It refers to the services that are used to acquire assets or funds for a customer. And what it consists of? It consists of all the primary market activities, secondary market activities, foreign exchange activities and specialized financial activities. So these are the fund based, or we are saying the asset based services. And some of the important asset based or the fund based services include the leasing, hire purchase, factoring, then mutual funds, bill discounting, credit financing, house financing and venture capital like things are there in the fund based financial services. And in fee based services, what are these fee based services? When financial institutions operate in specialized fields to earn income, or we can say that they are doing or rendering some service and charging some fee for that, that is what fee based services. They are charging some fee, they are charging some commission, they are charging some brokerage or dividends. It is called as fee based services. And these fee based services include various things like merchant banking, then portfolio management, corporate counseling, credit rating, then capital restructuring, bank guarantees. All these are under the fee based financial services. So that is what the financial service is. In financial service, what we have? We are serving and we are doing some financial services. So in that what we are doing? Either we are doing it on fund based or we are doing it in fee based. In fund based or asset based, what we are doing? In fund based we are doing it to generate fund, and in fee based what we are doing? We are charging some fee from the party for which we are doing this particular service. So this is what the financial service is. This is all that we have in the financial system. So we have discussed about the structure of the financial system, and that in that we have financial institutions, financial markets, financial instruments and financial services. So, this all include or these all components form the financial system of a country. Thank you.